Just a reminder before today's programme that you can check out the most recent episode of the Ident Review, that being the December batch of ITV Creates. And now, here on AMTV, it's time for your questions to be answered on the Sunday Catch-Up. Hi there guys, it's Adam Martin here, and welcome to another instalment of the Sunday Catch-Up, episode 51. Now, partly the title of this video and the delay in Sunday Catch-Up and a few other things, I'm just going to go over some housekeeping stuff that's been going on. I originally thought January was going to be a month where I'd have a bit more time to do YouTube videos. However, there's a lot of stuff going on which has made that pretty difficult. Just to keep it brief, obviously I'm back at work, so that's taking up some time, and I'm also in the process of moving. So anyone who's moved out of somewhere before and has to plan all that ahead knows how much that takes up from you, and also I've got to prepare for the tour that I'm going to be taking part on. So all in all, I haven't got that much free time to do YouTube, hence why there's been a gap in Sunday Catch-Up. There's been no Ident reviews recently. And I mean, also I think it's due to a bit of burnout, really. I mean, with the Ident review, you know, I've made 65 episodes now. And I'm not saying I'm not going to make any ever again, but I was running a bit, not low on ideas, because you guys are great at giving me ideas, but I think I was just having a bit of burnout with the whole thing. So I do apologise for the delay. Don't worry, the Ident review is not completely dead. It just might not be as frequent as it used to be. But that's okay, because I've just got to take it at my own pace. Anyway, that being said, now let's get into your questions. Wojciech Matejasek. I'm pronouncing that wrong every time, I'm so sorry. Now 105, song prediction. Oh, I mean, it's going to be all probably some of the Ed Sheeran stuff. Have South of the Border been on a Now yet? If not, that's probably going to be on there. Or Own It is collaboration with Stormzy. Just, you know, a lot of what's been in the charts recently. 2, next video scaries. Again, that's time dependent and finding the right idea to make a video scaries on. It's always really difficult because video scaries, so many episodes get not demonetized, but you know, that halfway house with limited ads, which basically means it doesn't get promoted to you guys. So it sort of defeats the motivation to make them sometimes, but one will come back. And 3, video on holiday. Well, I haven't got any holidays planned at this current moment, so I did do that once, try and make a video on holiday, and it is fun in a way, but also it's a lot of effort, and holidays I just want to enjoy myself, not think about making videos. Josh Danny has a few questions, being 1, have you been to Birmingham? I've passed through Birmingham, and I did go once for an audition for the drama school there, the Birmingham School of Acting, but that was about, coming up to 6-7 years ago now. But I haven't really explored the city. I do want to check out your new HMV though, the Vault, that looks pretty cool. 2, what do you prefer, McDonald's or KFC? If I had to pick between those two, probably McDonald's. And 3, do you like WWE? Not really, man. I mean, if you like it, great, but it's never really been my thing. I did used to have one of the PS2 games. I think it was SmackDown v Raw 2006. Those were fun, but I never really dedicated myself to watching wrestling. Below Dwyer says, good news, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire is being revived in the US. Jimmy Kimmel is set to host it. Thoughts? Yeah, I saw this, because for anyone who doesn't know, sometime in 2019, the syndicated version of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire that's been on the US now for I think 17 years, since 2002, got cancelled. It was probably going to happen at some point. It was in like a midday slot. It wasn't the big event that it used to be when it started. Now, I have seen it's coming back, although from what I've read, correct me if I'm wrong, aren't they doing celebrity specials, which Jimmy Kimmel's hosting? I don't think it's like a regular series. They're sort of doing what The Millionaire Over Here is doing, and I mean, The Millionaire Over Here is still going on to good success, but I'm interested, and I'll probably watch them once they're out, but I'm not really a fan of celebrity specials. I am planning on making a video, by the way, about millionaire celebrity specials and why, in my opinion, they don't really work, so keep your eyes peeled for that. Dr. Floyd O3 says, what movies did you get for Christmas? I only got one movie for Christmas. Actually, no, that's a lie. I got a few movies. I got Green Book, which was the Best Picture winner of 2019, to add to my Best Picture collection. And I also got the MCU Phase 3 Part 2 box set, which I did a review here on the channel, and you should check out if you haven't seen it. That says, favourite James Bond movie apart from Skyfall? Casino Royale. Casino Royale's always been my favourite. Skyfall's probably like my third favourite. For me, it goes Casino Royale, Goldfinger, and then Skyfall. And 3, what is the funniest meme you have ever seen? Oh god, I've consumed a lot of memes in my time. You know what, a lot of people didn't like it, but I was a big fan of the Ugandan Knuckles meme that sort of took over like the very end of 2017, start of 2018. I don't know why a lot of people hated it, I just found it really funny, the do you naughty way. That's probably, yeah, go on then, that's my top meme for now. Variety TV, is the brief history of Chucklevision cancelled? Indefinite hiatus, shall we say. I know that's something I mentioned last year, or like the end of 2018. I did start doing initial research into it, but I realised that it would be a huge undertaking, and I just haven't found the spate of time to make it yet, really. So I want to make something that's of decent quality, I don't just want to hash it together, so I'd say never, but it is certainly indefinite hiatus. And 2, do you use the Over app when editing thumbnails? No, I actually don't. I just use a photo editing application on my computer, and that's really it. I might get more better photo editing software. Is the Over app any good? Because I know thumbnails play a big part in the algorithm for some reason. Mother's Day says, I noticed you've got the number plate Who Won in the background. How long have you owned it? Yes, I do. Well, in the other location, yeah. It's the number plate of Bessie, the third Doctor's car. That was a Christmas present off my brother one year, and I think it was from Forbidden Planet, actually. And it used to hang on my wall at university, and now it hangs on my wall back in that other location. So I've owned it for about, I think, 4 or 5 years now. It's certainly not like, you know, it's not the authentic number plate, but it's a pretty good replica. And 2, do you sometimes talk in your sleep? I've been told that I have, either if I've shared a room with someone or whatever, but if I do, I've got no idea what I say, and neither do they. Christopher Kenyon says, have you seen the movie Taxi Driver with Jodie Foster and Robert De Niro? It was Jodie Foster's first movie. I did know it was her first movie. I haven't seen it. I do own it on DVD, and I will get round to it, but no, I haven't actually seen it. Is that the movie where the whole, you're talking to me? There's no one else here. Well, you must be talking to... I think that's Taxi Driver. Milky Shake says, will you review any compilation albums made by other companies? For example, the 101 series by Spectrum Music or the 100 Hits series by Demon Music Group. I mean, I could, but I feel other compilation series just either have like the hits that now doesn't want, or it's just very very similar in some respects. And also, if I was made of money, I'd keep buying them. But I also haven't got any room for any more compilations. So for now, I'm just going to stick to the Now albums and maybe by extension the Hits albums, mainly those on vinyl. But it's an interesting idea. Eric E549 says, do you use an online streaming service like Spotify or Apple Music to stream your music, or are you more of a CD vinyl person? At my heart, I'm definitely more of a physical media kind of guy, so I own a ton of vinyl, ton of CDs. I've recently tried Spotify Premium. I'm coming to the end of my 3-month trial. I'm debating whether to keep it on because, you know what, I held off on Spotify for the longest time. I was more of an iTunes guy if we were talking digital. I don't use Apple Music, so maybe Spotify, but if I can own something on CD or preferably vinyl now, I'll try and do that. Bob the UK man says, do you like Blur or Oasis? I mean, if I had to pick, probably Oasis. I'm not really a great fan of either, to be honest. DJF Vlogs says, favourite supermarket? Gotta be Tesco, ain't it? 2, what albums are you looking forward to? Well, I would have said the new Eminem album, but of course he's already dropped it. Surprise, the new album Music to be Murdered by, and I've listened to most of it so far, and I think it's pretty good. The song Darkness is particularly harrowing, but a very good Eminem track, so I'd listen to the new Eminem album. I'm very excited for the Pet Shop Boys' new album, which at the time of this recording is out the next coming Friday. I've already pre-ordered the cassette, that's right, the cassette edition, and I'll be picking up the vinyl edition of Hotspot, which is their new album as well. And 3, will you make more videos with your girlfriend? Well, that's an interesting question. So I can't remember if I've mentioned this yet, but myself and Lauren are no longer together. Don't panic, it was a mutual split decision. We're still very close friends, but we're no longer boyfriend and girlfriend, so probably not. Rockstar, what do you think of The Masked Singer? And if you've been watching, what are your guesses? I haven't been watching it because it just seems like I'm sick of all these ITV singing shows. Basically, like, you've had the X Factor, you've got Britain's Got Talent, which I know is a bunch of other things, but there are a lot of singers. You've got The Voice, and just to see another, I know it's like the gimmick of it being celebrities in disguise, but I just can't be bothered with it, really. If you enjoy it, though, fantastic, wonderful. Carl Wright says, did you know that there are 2 Asda supermarkets in Bournemouth, one by the railway and one at Castle Point? I didn't know that. If I'm ever in Bournemouth, I'll know where to go for my Asda. And 2, have you ever watched Laurel and Hardy? The original stuff, I've seen some bits and pieces, but not a whole lot. 3, did you know there's an enormous pendulum clock in the Sovereign Shopping Centre in Weston-super-Mare? I've probably seen it, because I probably did go in that shopping centre, but it's not springing to memory. 4, have you ever been to Salisbury? No, I haven't. 5, do you like Fry's chocolate creams? Yes. 6, have you heard of the surfing bird by the Trashmen? Of course, the bird is the word. Thanks to Family Guy, I'll never get it out my head. And the Carl John 1 says, have you heard of the Red Hot Chili Peppers? Yeah, I have. They're okay. Ribbley says, have you heard of Alice Barlow? No. Who's that? 2, favourite episode of The Inbetweeners? Probably the one where they go to the... Is it a theme park? There's one where they go to a theme park, I think. I think it's that one. That one's been my favourite. And 3, least favourite episode of The Inbetweeners. If I'm honest, I haven't watched The Inbetweeners in absolute years. I have got the full box set, but I'll need to do a rewatch and see which one's my least fave. Time Lord Master 108 says, did any of the Tango adverts freak you out as a child? I don't actually remember any of them. Provide us a link. 2, what did you think of Spyfall Part 2 and that twist ending involving Gallifrey? Well, if you want my thoughts on that, check out my review of Skyfall. It's not Skyfall, it's Spyfall of Spyfall Part 2 here on the channel. And 3, have you ever heard of the YouTuber Bowles Trek? If not, he's a racist, homophobic, transphobic bigot who rants about Jodie Whittaker's era. Yes, I am familiar with Bowles Trek. I've watched a couple of his videos, and he seems like a very angry individual, a lot of pent-up anger. It's a shame in a way. I mean, you know, everyone's entitled to their opinion. I don't necessarily agree with his opinion, at all. I think sometimes he rants about stuff that is just a bit unnecessary and it comes across as a bit childish, really. And only with, the recent videos, he seems to have got even more angry. So I get if, I doubt he's watching, but Bowles Trek, I get it. You're passionate about Doctor Who, we all love it. But just, it's okay, man. It's alright. Just have, get a nice ice cold drink, take a chill. Don't worry about it. It's just a TV show. Trading Card Boy, have you been to Bradford? No, I actually haven't. 2, have you seen Only Fools and Horses? I've seen a few episodes, but I certainly haven't seen the whole series. And 3, what gel do you use to keep your hair up? Well, I use a fudge kind of thing. Well, the brand is Fudge. It's a wax, a matte wax. So if you want long lasting, get Fudge. But I also use hairspray to obviously keep it in place. Calvin Jack's Best Now spin-off. I must have answered this before. My favourite's always been Power Ballads. Worst Now spin-off. Now that's what I call sing, or now that's what I call pop, anything like that. 3, least favourite song of all time. Ooh, a least favourite song. But there's so many options. Tell you what, give me a list of your least favourite songs and I'll pick from that. Hasanain Junaid says, have you seen my video called The Brickbox Karaoke? So what do you think? I haven't, mate. Provide us a link and I'll give it a little check out. And 2, have you been Bradford? No. Are you all from Bradford today? And 3, have you seen Baby Driver? Yes, I have, and I own it on DVD. Excellent film, one of the best of that year. Joe W97 says, which Pixar film are you more excited for, Onward or Soul? I feel Soul interests me more as a concept. I am excited for Onward, don't get me wrong, but yeah, if I had to pick, probably Soul. So I've noticed the original Being has left 2 questions and that were then subsequently copied by Mother's Day. So I'm not sure original Being if you are Mother's Day or if someone's copied your questions, but if there was copied, I do apologise, but the answers were above, so yeah, sorry about that. And those are all your questions this time. Thank you very much for asking, and of course, if you have any more, please leave them in the comments down below, and I will do my best to answer them in what will hopefully be next Sunday's Sunday Catch-Up. But until then, please do keep supporting the channel. It's been great recently. We're rapidly approaching 6,000 subscribers. If we can do that, let's hit 6k before the end of January. So at the time of this recording, we've got just under 2 weeks. That would be incredible. But thank you very much for all the support you've given so far. Leave a like on this video, leave your questions down below in the comments, subscribe to the channel if you're brand new, and until the next one, I will see you guys next time. Well, that does bring us to a close this evening on AMTV. We do hope you enjoyed the programme, and please do keep your eyes open for brand new content that will be coming to you soon. Until then, have a very good week, and we hope that you join us again soon. Good night.